Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be going through solving quadratic equations. Standard equation is ax squared plus bx, ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. So make sure that whenever you factorize that your equation is in this form. So let's look at our first example. We're basically solving for x. So in number 1, if you are given x plus 2 times x minus 5 equal to 0. If it's equal to 0, it's already in standard form. It has already been factorized for you. So what we do is we say x plus 2 is equal to 0, or x minus 5 is equal to 0. And our answer here will be x equal to negative 2, and on the right hand side x equal to 5. So we've solved here for the two x values. Number 2, you could be given something like maybe x times 2x minus 1 equal to 0. And in this case, it's also in standard form. It's equal to 0, but it has already been factorized. You have two factors, x equal to 0, or 2x minus 1 equal to 0, and that would give me 2x equal to 1, and then we would divide both sides by 2, so x is equal to a half. So your two answers here, x equal to 0 or x equal to a half. Number 3, we're going to look at one where we factorize. So x squared minus 2x minus 8 equals to 0. Here we're going to factorize, and what times what will give me x squared? It has to be x times x. Then we look at 8, and my factors of 8 are 1 times 8 and 2 times 4. 2 times 4. So 1 times 8 we can eliminate because our middle term is 2, and 4 times 2 is 8, but 4 minus 2 would give me 2. So here we're going to have 4 and 2 as my factors, and because my middle term is negative, the negative would go with the bigger number. So my factors here are x minus 4 equal to 0, or x plus 2 equal to 0, and your answer is x equal to 4 or x equal to negative 2. Now, you don't have to write out the step x minus 4. Once you're confident, you just go straight to the answer once you factorized. Okay, let's look at number 4. Let's say you get something like x minus 7 times x minus 5 equal to 3. Now, if you look at this particular sum, it is not in standard form. It's not equal to 0 on the right hand side, it's equal to 3. When you get a sum like this, you need to multiply out. So we're going to go x times x, which is x squared, x times negative 5, which is negative 5x. My middle term, negative 7 times x, which is negative 7x. A negative times a negative will give me a positive, 35. And then I'm going to move the 3 across, so it's going to be minus 3 equal to 0. So here we have x squared minus 5x minus 7x would give me minus 12x. And 35 minus 3 would give me 32 equal to 0. And so we think about our factors here, that when you multiply, will give you 32, and also would give you 12 if I add them together. And it would be 8 times 4, because 8 plus 4 is also 12. So x and x. 8 times 4 will give me 32, but minus 8 minus 4. Why are we saying a negative? Because my term here is positive. So if your third term is positive, it means that the signs will either be negative and a negative or a positive and a positive. But in this case, it's going to be negative because the middle term is negative. So they are both negatives. Now, we don't have to say x minus 8 equals to 0. We can just go straight to the answer now. The moment you're feeling confident, you could just go, okay, here, x is equal to 8 or x is equal to 4. Okay, let's do another type similar to that. Let's just try out another one. Okay, so number 5. Let's look at one. Number 5, let's say let's have a minus 7 times a plus 3 equal to 24. So it's not in standard form, it's not equal to 0 here, so we need to multiply out first. So a times a is a squared plus 3a minus 7a minus 21 minus 24, because I'm moving the 24 across, equal to 0. And then we have a squared, 3a minus 7a will give me negative 4a, and minus 21 minus 24 will give me minus 45. Now we start thinking about our factors. What are our factors of 45? That when I multiply them together will give me 45, but when I subtract them would give me 4. And what comes to mind is 9 times 4, because 9 times 4 is 45, and 9 times 5, sorry, not 4. 9 times 5 is 45. And 9 minus 5 will give me 4. So here we're going to have a times a and 9 times 5. And because my third term basically is a negative, one has to be a positive, one has to be a negative, but my middle term is negative, so the negative would go with the bigger number, and the bigger number here is 9, and the positive would go with the 5. So here we're going to have a is equal to 9 or a is equal to negative 5. I hope you found this video useful. Please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in my next video.